You know, I always thought Seth the Programmer was just a little bit weird. Um, there were always clips that used to pop up on my recommendations wherever he was debating against random people that I had no clue about. And he would just trash them, make them look bad, and sometimes just took it way too far. Like, bro went out of his way to make sure you just were absolutely flat out embarrassed, which is what I don't think should happen when you're debating somebody. It should just be about the topic, and that's basically just it. Okay, so to give a little bit of backstory, I've been watching. I got into the anime Naruto, uh, thing where people power scale and all that to, further, the community of people seeing who's stronger, who's not, why certain things don't work against certain characters, and blah, blah, blah. I got interested into that around like 2017, 2018. That's when my love of Naruto really kicked off. And then I started watching other anime shonens and stuff like that. And I came up across Seth the Programmer's channel and Swag Kage's channel. Both at the time, I thought were very good, high quality videos where they, brought out really good points. They were both entertaining in their own ways, and I just kind of thought it was the XXX Tentacion and Ski Mask dynamic where, they kind of float off each other. Now I could sense that, Swag Kage was always the king of that genre where he was that top guy who didn't seem like he didn't really care about the power scaling community like the rest of the major power scalers did, and he just seemed the most relatable and the most chill and cool, and that's why I liked him the most out of all of them. And I still do like him the most out of all of these, power scalers and all that. And I was watching whenever Clyde was still known as Clyde the Weeaboo, when his YouTube channel still had Clyde the Weeaboo on there. And, I thought Clyde was cool too. Clyde was cool, and, some of the other YouTubers that were, popping during that time. And, well, here we are today discussing the problems that have arisen with Seth the Programmer. And Seth the Programmer, if y'all don't know what he's done, I mean, I will link the video in the description below. But Seth the Programmer, you are the most egotistical, insane person I've seen in quite a few months, probably in a year, dude. Like, you're just straight up crazy, dude. I could always sense it. Whenever he talked, whenever he bragged. I remember going to his live streams a couple times and would always complain about money, or like, hey, thanks for giving me money, idiots. I'm like, dude, this is like some low tier god level of demanding. And I like low tier god. But the difference between Seth the Programmer and low tier god is low tier god's actually funny. Set the program. Hey, you stupid idiots. Hey, pay me more. You make me $1,000 richer. Like that type of stuff it doesn't really work out in your favor whenever you are just being a prick and you're not funny at all. And it's about the most stupidest things you could like brag about, or stupidest things you could say to others. And it's like, it really, and when this happened, I was like, damn, dude, like, I'm surprised, because the guys that I were watching, they were working with this guy heavily, Seth the Programmer, Swag Kage, and Six, dude, shout out to you, bro. You've been doing your thing, but I know for sure you're not, when you said you're a normal nigga and that's it, like, I understand, bro. I feel the same way with this Discord stuff too, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, we just normal people. We're normal and we just chill and we live life. And then, we talk our shit, And like you see, bro, he don't even care about Naruto like that. So I could kind of sense the same thing with Six, a little younger presence in the game who's, just likes to talk about stuff that he likes that don't make him money. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, bro. Really dope. I really like that. But this is not about him. This is about Seth the Programmer. As a longtime viewer of these guys, man, I've always sensed that something was wrong with Seth, but at the same time, like, you know how if whenever you complain about stuff, so like someone asks you your opinion on, let's just say, the Dallas Cowboys. Someone asks you the opinion of, hey, what do you think about the Dallas Cowboys? And then I'm like, oh, there's plenty of memes how they suck. Like, how about them Cowboys? I hate their uniforms. I don't like the fan base. And then the guy is gonna be like, oh, you're just a hater now. Oh, you're just hating. I'm like, dude, I mean, yeah, but I feel like I have like suspicion, I have the evidence for it, I guess. Like, it's my gut instincts telling me to hate them, bro. I don't hate on I don't hate on I okay, most of the time I don't hate on things for no reason. But we're all human. We're all going to hate for some reason, for no reason. So, I always had this feeling of like, yeah, this guy might just be a little bit cuckoo, but maybe it's because he's so smart, or I perceive him to be smart, or he's so knowledgeable in things that he's just so egotistical that like he can back it up, and he'll make you look stupid for making you, you know what I'm saying, like trying to get into his realm, and he just has such a big ego that like nobody can fuck with him, like. So I watched the video. I checked in. I checked to see what Six's response was to it, Swag's response to it, and dude, they're just so like calm about it. I feel like they should have just. If that was me, I would have put this fool on blast, bro, because this dude deserves it after putting a lot of people through hell. Apparently being weird with minors. Apparently, being weird with minors, and apparently abusing his girl or whatever. Like, just a weird dude. Like, if somebody would like to go punch his face in, dude, please go ahead and do it, bro. Like, let's get Cold Raven to beat this dude's butt. Like, this dude's just sad, dude. But anyways, bro. Yeah. So I watched the video, and let me just say, man, Clyde does not deserve. He did not deserve all that he was getting. He got taken advantage of. There were probably multiple times where he could have, prevented things from happening, but, and where, he's like, okay, well, it is his fault, but he apologized, and, he became the bigger man. And for that, I mean, like, hey, bro, apology accepted. We do mistakes, especially when we're going through rough times, and especially Clyde, man. Clyde, from what he talked about, he went through a lot of crap, and I believe him, and it just sucks, like what he had to go through. Hell, dude, living hell on earth, and he doesn't deserve it, dude. He didn't deserve it, but Seth the programmer, being the loser he is, knows that he can manipulate people and get him to do what he wants, and then be weird, dude. There was this one recording where he was like, oh, I'm gonna mess with this girl, and then I'm gonna start problems so that they can break up or something. I'm like, and he admitted this to Clyde, dude. This is like incel level. This is like incel autistic. Like, this is something special inside your head level of stupidness, bro. I can't even say the R word because I really want to say it, but oh man, bro, that's like, oh man, that's such a slow moment, dude. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. If it like, and some people might be, oh man, why didn't you just get away from SethTheProgrammer? Like, if you watch the video, bro, he really couldn't. Like, and he was trying to be a good person because he was basically indebted, dude. That was just, oh Jesus Christ, man. Like, watching the video is like an eye opener, man, and it just proves to show like. One thing, if you got a gut feeling, bro, and you go with it, like if you're like, hey, like I don't rock with I Shall Speed, like I feel like he's too immature, and then he does a thing with the where he's being racist to a Chinese person or whatever. Like, okay, I understand, bro. I low-key had the same feeling about him. I mean, I don't really watch his stuff anyways because it's for kids, but if there was a reason for me to not watch him, it'd be that. You know what I'm saying? EDP. After the second time he got exposed for being a pedo, I was like, okay, you know what? I don't think this is a game anymore. I'm pretty sure he's a pedo. Boom, what happens? He's a pedo. So, like, the warning signs are there. And if you ever see something like that, like even if you love the content so much, because I know, bro, I was literally defending EDP the first time. Like hella people were like, uh, on the EDP thing, and then come to regret it later. And I'm turning the other side. I'm like, damn, dude, man, that sucks. And the second thing is to like, we can't we gotta stop putting these like you know these YouTubers on such a high pedestal when it comes to like, wow, their content's so good, their debates are so good, because like behind the scenes you don't know if these guys are treating the employees or like treating people that they're working with like that, like garbage, like they're nothing, um or even taking credit for stuff that wasn't even theirs. And especially to treat your friends like garbage, and to treat the guys that you were working with for years, or in Six's case, I think a year. I think he was working with him for a year, maybe less than that. It's like, dude, what? Like, you gotta be insane. And I just hope Seth the Programmer just quits YouTube or something, or he just like, if he makes he just make an apology video, never do anime again, like do a different genre, cause like you're done, bro. You're cooked. Never watching your stuff again. And I'm glad everyone has like, because this is coming from a guy who's watched these Seth the Programmer for years, dude, for years. Never would have thought. I mean, I had some suspicion, but really never really thought that this guy was really like that behind the scenes, dude. You never know. If Clyde or nobody else spoke up, you never know. And bro got him being a scumbag towards them behind their backs, basically saying he's using them for money, being a weirdo on Discord and probably in real life. Like, man's just a weirdo. Like, Clyde probably should have just exposed this dude a long time ago, bro. Because if I was in a similar situation, I'd be building up dirt. And sometimes, low key, I'll be feeling like that. Like I'm not pointing out no names or somebody, because I don't got beef with nobody, right? But let's just say, bro, like if I'm consistently hanging around people that piss me off or like make me feel bad or something like that, like, but like I'm want to be with the friend group that I'm with, on Discord or whatever, even though I got friends in real life, right? um it would just suck, because then I'd have to cut people out, and it's like I'm not trying to do that, and this and that, and just being this is like, it's like a toxic relationship, dude. It's like, yeah, he's good, he's like benefiting, he's helping you guys out, but like it's so toxic because of the fact that you're getting treated like crap, even though y'all might have felt like y'all were friends for years. He never felt that way at all. This is like some Dexter level, psychopathic levels of. I mean, like, he's not a killer, but like, damn, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if next thing you know, he's on the news for doing God knows what to somebody. Like, this dude's straight up a weirdo, and he's done for, bro. Like, I do not want to see this man's face in the anime community or nothing like that ever again. Because, like, this man is cooked. His goose is cooked. It's over, bro. Over for him. And I'll continue to be watching Swag Kage. Y'all need to watch the video if y'all haven't. Please watch the video. But I'm pretty sure most of y'all have. And it's just coming from somebody who is a long-term, viewer of Seth the Programmer. It just kind of sucks because, it sucks for the friends, who he was friends with, who got to cut, he got to cut ties with him, like what Swag Kage said in the stream. He got to, like, cut ties with Seth, who he considered a best, a good friend for years. And I gotta do the same thing as a viewer, and I hope a lot of y'all do that same thing as a viewer too, because, bro, when you do something like EDP does, like, it's irredeemable. And and I'm not saying this equates to it, but this basically damn near should, because he drove multiple people to probably killing themselves. Like, I mean, like, Clyde said he was gonna kill himself. I'm sure Seth the Programmer has probably directly or indirectly caused other people to feel like they need to kill themselves. And I mean, like, that's bad, dude. That's terrible. I mean, of course, nothing ever happened from it, but nothing ever happened from EDP, trying to meet up with a girl, but it could have happened. And that's why I'm like, it's like disgusting behavior. This does not need to be encouraged, or it does not need to be, you just need to disappear, literally. We like, after this video or whatever, we just need to ignore this dude for the rest of his life. And then if he ever makes a comeback, we're gonna destroy this man to the ground. And me personally, because that's ridiculous. I wish Swag Kage said, "Hey, everybody go out, dox this guy," like, because he low key deserves it, man. Like, it sucks, but he low key deserves it, dude. He deserves to get his butt whooped or something. It's like, it's ridiculous, bro. But like, that's all I gotta say about it. I know I probably didn't have too much to say, like, not too much insight. But as a viewer, and I hope I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all also feel the same way. Like, we just kind of got backstabbed, dude. Like, it's gonna suck because Seth the Programmer had a bunch of videos that I watched, but I'm gonna look at Seth the Programmer's stuff now, and most of the stuff that I watch, it's just collaborations in other people's channels. It's not even his main channel. I'm gonna look right now. The last video that I've seen from Seth has been the Itachi versus Pain video. I watched, but I've watched a couple of other videos, and but now it sucks, like, because that's a guy who I was watching a bunch, and I'm sure a lot of y'all have too, and now it's just kind of screwed. So it is what it is. Somebody goes down, somebody else got to take a spot. So hopefully somebody else in this space, can get big from the the empty gap that's going to be people looking, and hopefully Clyde gets bigger. He deserves it. Swag Kage will continue to get bigger. Hopefully Six gets bigger too. So, we may have lost a guy who put out content that we all like to watch during our spare time or whatever, but I'm sure these other guys now, will have more eyes on them, and they'll get more support, more money, all that. All that's good. At the end of the day, that's all good from people who deserve it too. And that's all I gotta say about it. So yeah, I'm done with that. Sucks.